Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here, and today's video we're talking about a new alert app that I am using here to get out the super signals. The recent focus we've been having on futures trading and the super signal and the rock bot and the bots and qualification of the prop trading accounts has all worked out really great. We had a lot of people to qualify on their accounts. It's really exciting how this is coming along really fast. So always trying to improve the system, make the better mousetrap. We had a great trend today. I mean, we're going to talk about the markets a bit, and we're going to talk about how these alerts are going to work and how to sign up for them. They come standard with the Day Trading Radio membership, so don't worry about it. If you're a member of Day Trading Radio, you'll automatically get this. I want to show you how to set these things up. But first, we're going to take a look at the markets and why we want to have these alerts available. We get into every day, 8 o'clock, all right? And we watch the market here, kind of get a little sloppy with some news. We had some PPI news out here, which we dropped and popped, and it was kind of all over the place. And we were usually careful on this, letting the market establish itself and eventually get into a trend. And as you can see, we were starting to trend down. We were held underneath the VWAP and underneath the 200 period moving average, and you can see that we have this lower trend line that we kept on coming down to. Now we touched this as an interesting line, and make a channel like this early on is a key to really taking some good trades. So what I usually look for is what we call a 1-2-3 pattern. That's 3 pivots. In this case, there was actually 1-2 pivots here, 3 pivots here, and a pivot here. That was one itself. But we're really looking at this pivot, and this pivot. And once we have that, we put that straight line down, and we just extend it all the way. And at this point, probably right about this point, this is where I'm putting in that trend line. We're right about here. Trend line goes down. It's easy to see that this line is intact. And then we put a parallel line up on the top here. And we extend that down. And what we want to do is trade these channel lines. And especially, we're going to watch these channel lines, especially if the stochastics line up with a setup off of those. Now, we are seeing that the 60-10 is embedded down here, so we know the trend is down. So every time we get a situation where we could identify a stronger trend, in that trend direction becomes an important part of our profit areas and where we want to execute trades. The 9-3 is very, when you have a wide trend like this, that's usually dependent on the bigger time frame, or the 60-10. The move from here to here had the full rotation of the 60 from here to here, where we have these little bounces and stuff, the fast rotation on the 9-3, when we're trading underneath the 20 period moving average, and we see that we rotate but we stay under the 20, that's called a bear flag, or our 2020 bear flag. Now, all this information and more can be found at Day Trading Radio. If you're not a member, you can head over there and look at all kinds of great stuff that's based off of this type of trading. Now, this was today. We had this bear flag, and we broke down. We came down to a trend line, and right around this point here, we started saying, wow, this trend line is like really becoming a major zone. Every time we get down to it with a quad rotation, we get what's called a quad rotation trend line. It is a borderline super signal. The super signals we use, and you hear that term a lot, is basically a quad rotation and a divergence, or a quad rotation on a coil, something towards that effect. But also, I have this in our webinar, in our cheat sheet, as a kind of a super signal when we have a quad rotation and then you have an important trend line like that. 2 important things. So we have the lower line, and then you have a quad rotation here. I mean, all 4 stochastics get oversold at the same time, right when we're on that trend line. Now, we got a little bounce, all right? And it's maybe not, it's actually a pretty decent bounce. It came about like 43.81 to 43.86. Not that you're going to catch all of that, but you have an edge at that point. There was actually a little 5-minute divergence here, so we actually had a nice little move here. And once we got up to this level, we know that in a downtrending market, we sell the fast rotation of the 9-3. That just keeps us out of trouble. So I did a lot of counter trending trades today. Didn't do too much because I really do want to just focus on the divergence setups, and we only had really one, maybe two qualified divergence. You're going to see this. It's going to blow your mind. So we have this nice little trend line down, and then right around here, 1:30 to 2 o'clock, that low, and then that low, I could see that higher low, and I called that out right at that point, saying we have a nice divergence here. Along with the divergence, we had a quad rotation. So in truth, we had a super signal. Now the Rockbot identified that also, but it gave us a regular divergence here. We had a quad rotation in the first part of this, right about here. It came up as a quad rotation here, and that's okay because usually the quad rotation will either come on stage 1 of the divergence or stage 2 of the divergence. A divergence is made up of 2 stages. Stage 1 is the first low, and stage 2 is the next or the second lower low. All right. Stage 2, you're going to have a higher rotation on this. So you're not typically going to get a quad rotation call on the higher rotation. That's a visible divergence because a quad rotation requires it to be under 20. So you're going to get your quad rotation here, and then the divergence is going to set up. And that's exactly what happened on our chart here. Let me get rid of that right there. Now that's on the 5-minute time frame too. So this is on the 1-minute time frame, what we're looking at here. And you can see that 1-minute time frame. You can't really see it on the 5-minute time frame, but the 5-minute also gave us that divergence. So it was a quad rotation, it was a divergence, and it was on the trend line. It really, really was the best setup of the day. And as you can see, as I zoom out here, that was textbook. A 30-point move. 30-point move. And once we established a divergence like that, and we get a strong move, we're back over to 2050, and we start to trend higher, then we start picking apart the market with bull and bear flags. Meaning we get the same thing as a downward trend. We're seeing the stochastics embedded to the upside, and every rotation down probably should be bought. Fast rotation under the 20, and this holds above the 80. In this case, it dipped a little, but once it got back up above the 80, that still continues to be considered a flag here, a bull flag, and the market continued to rally from that point on into the close. So that's where we left off. So this setup right here is worth its weight in gold. It is a great setup. Even the rotations and the flags are all worth, because overtrading is the death of traders out there. Trying to figure out every single move is going to burn you up. It's going to eat into your commissions. It's going to chop you up. I've been in this game so long, I realized less trading is better. And if you have patience to wait for this signal, you want to be able to get that signal. And we don't want to miss that signal. So we work as a team here at Day Trading Radio. We also have to understand that we have to have patience. There's a lot of time that you spend in front of your computers trading. And a lot of people are going to trade around these setups. And that's fine. I'm not going to control what you're doing. But I guarantee you that my setups, my alerts on these quad rotations and these super signals will be the best thing and the biggest moves in the market. So my job is to make sure you get those. I can't control if you're going to just I want to smoke some hopium here and look for a breakout, or I'm going to, trade these little choppy areas. I know you're going to do it. I do it myself sometimes. You overtrade. You want something to happen. You have an opportunity. You're in the casino and you have a pocket full of money, and you're ready to push a button and try to win something. So what do we do when we get this? Well, if you're listening to the show, you kind of hear me, discuss it as we go live. But But if maybe you're working or something, you want these divergences, you want something like this. This is very, very valuable. So valuable that it's only going to go out to members of Day Trading Radio. But right now we're testing it out. So I want to show you how to set that up. And what's going to happen is, and what I've been doing is sending out the quad rotation and the super signals with the text message or with the thing. But we're slowly switching over to this method. I think this is much faster and much easier because I'm able to give an audio alert. So let's talk about how to set this alert up for you. All right, let's talk about this. All right, so I want to go. I'm going to show you the app that I'm using. All right, it's called Zello, and you can download it on your Android phone or your regular phone. It's a free app. All right. You download it. You download it, and then you're going to just you're going to register with it. You're going to register under the personal use, not under the work use or anything, because you're going to get a free, you're going to be able to use this for free. So, you're going to do a search. Once you register, you're going to do a search for DayTraderRockStar. DayTraderRockStar is the name of myself on the app. And then you're going to go to, when you find me, and again, I'm still working out the ins and outs of this app. There's a lot of different things we can use on it. Make sure you enable Zello on the lock screen, because normally this comes defaulted off. That means if your phone goes off or locks up, you won't hear the alerts. So make sure you enable the Zello on your lock screen. So if you put your phone down and it locks up after time, whatever, you still get the alerts. All right. And you're going to go to Futures Trade Alert Network. Futures Trade Alert Network. It's going to be a channel that's associated with me. And that's the channel you're going to connect to. All right. And this circle here is going to be on my phone. It's going to be on your phone, but I'm going to use it. You guys don't you don't send out alerts. I'm going to send out the alerts. So all you have is the receiver part of it. So this is on when I have an alert like the super signal, I want to push that button on my phone and just talk into it. And it's going to come instantaneous over to your phone, just like a walkie talkie. Just like a walkie talkie. Today, let me see if I have it on here. If I go to my Zillow, and you go to your Zillow, a lot of people are starting to sign up for this. Let's see here. Again, I got to remember where these are. Recents. Let's see if I could find the recent trades. All right, here. This was today.
We have a divergence at 140 at 43.79.
All right, so when we had the divergence, I sent it out, and that's just going to come across. Like, we're not going to have a conversation or anything. You're just going to get an alert. You're going to hear it. You can act on it if you want, but you won't miss it. You might be in the car, you might be in the bathroom, you might be in a different room, away from the computer. It's an option. It's another feature here at Day Trading Radio. I'm not forcing anybody to use it, but I'm going to use it myself. So if you're a member and you want those alerts, and the only alerts that are going to go on here are the ones that qualify as a super signal. Now, I probably will update this and say, all right, we have a quad rotation on a trend line. That's a great setup. If I do take a position or something like that, I'll probably end up saying, this is a super signal. Put your stop in at so-and-so. That will represent where the stop should go based off of the divergence in the super signal. And you'll have that. You could do what you want with it, All right? So that's what we're using right now. I expect this to get very, very popular. I just launched it yesterday. Not many people know about it. I was going to get an email how to set it up. Again, when you log in or register for this, please register with your username or you can register with your regular name, but as your user, use your Day Trading Radio username. So I could manage that, because eventually, once we get enough people on it, we'll probably just I'll weed out all the non-members, and we're just going to lock it down for members. But right now, it's open to use. So if you're out there and you're not a member and you want to try it, find it out. I would, become a member. That way you don't have any issues. This is a valuable tool. You're not going to miss any trade alerts, any super signals. You're going to qualify faster. Things are going to be much better with this tool, I guarantee. That's the Futures Trade Alert Network. Futures Trade Alert Network. And that's today's market here. Really one good setup, which is fine. That's okay. We did have something here right about 9:15 that we looked at, a little divergence, and it popped right before 9:30. Again, the 9:30 came in, it dropped. The overnight trade, I didn't really go into it. Here was a quad rotation. Right there, you see that little dot there. That little dot that came above. It takes time for this to come down. This one chops around until it comes down. This one chops back and forth until it all comes down. Same thing, chops, until they all line up here. And that's where they lined up, and that's where you want to go. Isn't that amazing how that works? It's absolutely amazing how that quad rotation works. And that's at 4:30 in the morning. Again, you could go back here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. Market pulled back here. Kind of have a double bottom, and you had a 44 divergence on a double bottom. It doesn't get any better on that. It doesn't get any better. That's a 44, and we talked about how important that 44 is. That's what I'm actually supposed to be working on now, is the 44 script. That's right, you guys. You guys are going to get the 44 script, which is undefeated in the markets. I mean, what I mean by that is I haven't seen a 44 divergence fail. I mean, that's incredible stuff. So I'm working hard on just making this the high level rotation. It's going to be something that's going to be, something that's going to be so important for us to run and keep that running in the background on your bots, on your scripts. Now, we went over the alerts. Let's talk about one more thing here. You want to get these scripts running on your machine. You want to get the Rockbot. You have the Rockbot. As a member of Day Trading Radio, you get the Rockbot. If you we have the Tradeometer, which has been key on just nailing the markets today. We just had a buy signal across the board here. Look at this. The market opened up here. We just had a buy signal, and it's been grinding up. I mean, that's how good this is. This is after the market closed from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We just had a buy signal overnight, or starting the overnight session. Now, Rockbot tends to reset at like midnight. But we go out here, you'll see. Look at the chop here, and look at some of these signals today. We have to really zoom in. Remember, this is meant to be zoomed in because it's a more of a hyper scalper for futures. On the 1 minute time frame, it has the same signal, basis and formula that we use for the quad rotation. So that comes, and you should have that just running. We open that up. It's on your dashboard, and just have it running underneath your computer. Just minimize it. Make sure your volume is up on it. There's a volume label here. You can put some of the timers and just minimize it. It'll run underneath your stuff, and you'll hear a nice little lady come out saying when you have the alert. All right. The next thing here. Oh, yes. So you want these scripts on your machine. All right. There's a couple ways to do it. Here's the Rockbot channel, and it runs 24/7 here. Futures up after hours right now. Again, there's two scripts running on the main screen here. We have two different windows that we're running. We're running the 5 minute time frame, running a standard, what's called the Thunderbird 23 buy signal, Also have a sell signal, short signal, a divergence sell signal. And you can see this runs across overnight. It usually identifies some great levels. The parameters are set. It could take much more, but right now it's just identifying these setups and then taking profits on the way up. But if you adjusted your parameters on your side, if you had these and you said, all right, I got an entry, I want to put my trailing stop at 12 ticks instead of 8 ticks, you probably could hold on to this much longer and get much bigger moves on these. So we have two scripts running on that. The super signal and the 5 minute Thunderbird buy signal. That's what I recommend using right now. I usually go over the parameters that are set on these. These are set on their default, so when you do get them and download them and run them on your own screen, they run on the Ninja platform. So getting back to getting access to these, again, you do
Tradometer and Q over bot.
In the Tradometer. Everything comes, the channel comes with the day trading radio, but to have those run and stuff, you have your basic monthly package here. That comes without the bot scripts. The scripts typically are just, they were always offered just for lifetime members, but a lot of people wanted to try them out, so I did offer them as a monthly subscription, which is basically, again, Day Trading Radio's monthly subscription, $69.95, so only an additional $30, and you could actually lease the scripts and have them run on your own machine. Now, there's different packages. You can have the 3-month starter package, plus anything with a plus on it comes with the scripts. The basic, again, is $69.95. The monthly plus with monthly is $99, and the yearly is $5.99. Plus, it comes with it comes with the Rockbot scripts and stuff. Or you could do the 3-month starter package. $195 is the plus one with the scripts. $149.95 is without the scripts, and that's a good deal considering this would be $70.77, $210. That's $149 for 3 months. This is $210 for 3 months. Same thing here with the monthly plus. It's $300. This is $100 off at $195. So it's always better to the bundle it on the 3-month starter package. Now we are doing a 5-day sale. This is an incredible deal right now. Columbus Day. It ends on Friday. It's 40% off the lifetime. Lifetime is $14.95. Lifetime means you get everything under Day Trading Radio, including the School of Stock, which is sold separately for $4.99. These are the courses, the Divergence courses. If you got Day Trading Radio for the year, that's $5.99. So right there, again, is $1,000 just for 1 year. And then you get, of course, your watch list. These all come included with the memberships, except the Rockbot scripts is totally different. If you want to get the Rockbot scripts separately, you got to email me. They're $4.99 and if you want to have those for life. But of course, you could just get the lifetime and get everything for a deep discount. Now we are doing that sale, $8.99. I am offering a $100 discount for those who want to use Venmo. We like the Venmo; doesn't give us the big fees and stuff. So if you want to use a Venmo, just email me.
ES over bot.
Just email me at Iron Action. Here it is on the bottom here. It's $8.99.97. That's the 40% discount. Again, you go right ahead and sign up. Click on that. It'll bring you right to the sign up. But again, if you want to use the Venmo, email me. Say I want to pay with Venmo, and I'll send you the Venmo link, and you just pay, and then I'll set you up there. If you click on that, it'll go 5-day Columbus Day sale. It's already set up the price. The 1 month membership is there. Everything is pretty much laid out for you. A 3-month script here. And these prices are changing at the end of the week, too. We're keeping those for the sale. This will go back up to what we had as what we just looked at there. All right. So that's a good way of actually getting those scripts and taking advantage of the lifetime sale right now.
Tradometer ES over bot.
Again, that's over, a year is much more than that. So this is a great bargain. Plus, you're going to have the new futures trade alert network, which is going to be those audio alerts, which we went over earlier. There's so much more here at Day Trading Radio. 10 for 1,000 watch lists, the stock watch lists, the alert systems, all the alerts that go out, the dashboard, the chat rooms, everything that comes along with Day Trading Radio. So hope you can take advantage of that. Just a couple more days on that. Again, you should lock that in. The prop trade alerts. Let's just talk about that for a second here. If you go up to the top of your up here right now, I updated the prop trade alerts. The Bullinox code is DTROC, the DTR October, DTROCT. All right, I'm giving you 80% off those evaluation accounts. It ends October 29th. Decent deal. I mean, 50,000 K account is like $20-something. The 100,000, etc. Go all the way up to 250,000. You just click on the link. Just use the that, and then Apex also. If you have the Apex, just use the DTR Apex, and that whatever the best deal they have at Apex, that will apply the best deal to Apex. And you can just click on that, and it'll automatically bring you over there. And I have a video on how to use these. But again, this is a great little website here. If you could see it a little bit more, I'll zoom it in here. This we talk about the super signal and what the super signal is. Now I have an ad. I want to add some more stuff on here, but this is the playbook trades, the quad rotation divergence. All right, that you're getting as a super signal. The quad rotation coil, that shows up. I'm going to be announcing that one. The quad rotation trend line, we saw that today. Quad rotation VWAP, coil divergence, buy-sell divergence, quad rotation, channel breakout, stochastic rotation, oversold stochastic, lower trend line bounce. A lot of these actually set up today, and these are the ones that you'll probably hear me talk about. Now, on this page, I do a lot of examples of what these setups look like. So it's a good reference page if you want to go and check it out. It's on Day Trading Radio right up on the top. I'll put the link in the description. There's tons and tons of information here on all these alerts here. So I go over all that. I go some back testing and stuff, and a video on it too. So that is if you have trouble finding what the code is, DTROC, if you want to use that. So we got the Futures Trade Alert Network active. We got the super signals active. We got the sale active. And the market is active right now. I'm going to send this out. Markets are up a little, up 9 points. And I'll send this off. We'll see you guys in the markets tomorrow. All right? Have a great evening, and we'll catch you in the markets. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but if I am, you can email me at ironaction@yahoo.com.